EastEnders actor Alex Walkinshaw has opened up about the moment Ross Marshall learns that Vicki Fowler has been injured, describing the ordeal as a nightmare for the couple. Ross and Vicki arrived in Walford earlier this year in March alongside Ross's teenage son Joel, but their new life in East London has been anything but peaceful due to Joel's increasingly toxic views about women. As Joel's attitude continued to spiral, Thursday's October 9th episode took an even darker turn when the teenager violently attacked his stepmother, leaving her injured. Reflecting on the disturbing scenes, Walkinshaw, who portrays Ross, explained, "Ross isn't at home when the attack happens because he's gone out to calm down after a heated confrontation with Joel, during which Joel grabbed him. Vicki told him to leave and clear his head, which he does. But when Ross returns, she's nowhere to be found. Her phone's there, but something feels off. Then he receives a call saying she's been taken to hospital. He's terrified to even consider the idea that Joel could be behind it," Walkinshaw added. "Ross can't bring himself to believe something so horrifying without proof. He just wants to see Vicki and understand what's really happened. But he's utterly devastated and disgusted. The woman he loves is lying in a hospital bed, and the person he loves most in the world might be the reason why. It's every parent's worst nightmare, a situation that will leave lasting scars on all of them." Although Ross is horrified by his son's actions, Walkinshaw admitted that the signs had been there for some time as Joel's extremist mindset worsened, and that Ross had been blind to it. Ross has been incredibly naive, but in recent weeks he's finally starting to see how serious things have become with Joel, he said. He was slow to understand it because he always tried to see the good in his son, believing what Joel told him. But now he's deeply anxious and unsure of what to do next. Like many people his age, Ross doesn't really understand how social media works or how it can affect someone's thinking. He doesn't realize that once you start watching certain streams or videos, the algorithm keeps pushing more of the same. And that can totally reshape your worldview, the actor, who also appeared in Holby City, explained. For Joel, that endless exposure has trapped him in a narrow mindset. He's been completely consumed and manipulated by that content. Ross finally understands it, but by now, it's already too late. While Ross is weighed down by guilt, Walkinshaw said his character will still try to reach out to his son despite everything that's happened, though it might not make a difference. Ross can't bring himself to abandon his child. "I think most parents would feel the same," he shared. He's raised Joel alone, being both a dad and a friend, but at times those roles have blurred too much. As a parent, you always remember your child as that innocent little kid. It's incredibly hard to accept that something has gone so deeply wrong. Ross does eventually come to terms with it, but by then, it's too late, and that's what makes it truly tragic. EastEnders star addresses Nicola Mitchell's sister fan theory with why not admission. Nicola has been opening up about her family life in recent EastEnders episodes. One of the soap's stars has now responded to a popular fan theory suggesting that Nicola Mitchell might be related to another familiar face, admitting with a laugh, why not? The character, who was previously married to Teddy Mitchell, made her debut on the BBC soap last November, arriving several months after the rest of her family. Nicola, portrayed by Laura Doddington, quickly became a hit with viewers, though it soon became clear that she was hiding some deeply troubling secrets. Viewers later discovered that Nicola had been reported missing 3 years earlier, and during that time, she confessed to killing her son Harry Mitchell's girlfriend, Shireen Bashar. Adding to the drama, Nicola also revealed that Zach Hudson was the biological father of her teenage son Barney, exposing an affair she had during her marriage to Teddy. Despite her shocking confessions, Nicola has so far managed to steer clear of legal consequences and has recently begun showing a softer, more emotional side. After opening up to George Knight about her painful childhood, Nicola revealed that her late father used to physically abuse her and often ignored her completely. She shared that as her dad's behavior worsened over the years, she found comfort in her mother and sister. sparking speculation among fans that her sister could actually be Vanessa Gold. Played by Zoe Lucker between 2010 and 2011, Vanessa is remembered for her chaotic love triangle with Max and Tanya Branning, and of course her iconic bubblies in the fridge breakdown scene. With upcoming scenes showing Harry being abducted, actor Elijah Holloway recently addressed the fan theory about Nicola's supposed sister. Speaking to The Mirror, Elijah said, "What's the theory? Really, I hadn't thought about it, to be honest. But I do remember there being a scene where her sister was mentioned. Other than that, it hasn't really been explored. But hey, why not? We'll have to wait and see. I actually didn't realize people were talking about that theory, but let's see where it goes." Next week's episodes will take a dark turn as Harry's shady dealings spiral out of control, with Ravi Gulati and Oki kidnapping him after questioning his loyalty. Elijah teased, "It's going to get more intense. The story we're telling is an important one. It's uncomfortable, but it needs to be told." Things are definitely going to escalate. Harry's in a terrible situation right now, all because he tried to protect his best mate. He really cares about him and would do anything to keep him safe. EastEnders drops another Zoe bombshell in advance spoilers, as Kat makes worrying discovery. Not another one. Zoe Slater's return to EastEnders has been nothing short of explosive, and the chaos just keeps coming. Since she stepped back onto Albert Square, Zoe's life has spiraled from one crisis to the next. She's lost track of her child, narrowly avoided killing a man, and embarked on a secret affair with Max Branning. And now, it seems another shocking revelation is waiting in the wings, one that could tear her family apart all over again. The BBC has dropped some early, though deliberately cryptic, teasers for the episodes set to air later in October, and it's clear that the Slater clan will be taking centre stage once again. While the network is keeping key details under wraps, the hints are enough to suggest that major trouble is brewing behind closed doors. According to the preview, Kat Slater will grow increasingly uneasy about what's happening within her family. Determined to get to the truth, rather than ignore the warning signs, Kat decides to confront the situation head-on, only to be blindsided by yet another staggering confession from Zoe. Fans are already speculating wildly about what this latest bombshell could be. Following the jaw-dropping reveal that Dennis Rickman was the biological father of Zoe's twins, many are wondering what secret could possibly top that. Has Zoe been hiding another relationship? Could one of her children be in danger? Or has something darker been lurking beneath the surface since her return? While the Slaters drama is guaranteed to deliver fireworks, it won't be the only story heating up Walford that week. The spotlight will also fall on Nigel Bates, whose actions will set off a chain reaction of deceit and guilt. Spoilers suggest that Nigel will make a serious mistake, something he deeply regrets, and his wife Julie will take drastic steps to cover it up. But when Nigel insists on coming clean, their marriage will be pushed to breaking point. The timing of this storyline is particularly intriguing, as Phil Mitchell is currently away in Portugal. His absence leaves Julie to deal with Nigel's worsening condition alone, and considering Phil's recent clashes with her over how best to manage Nigel's dementia, this new development could shift the entire balance of power. Without Phil's intimidating presence to keep things under control, will Julie's protective instincts lead her down a dangerous path? And as Zoe's new revelation sends shockwaves through the Slaters, will Kat be able to hold her family together, or will old secrets finally destroy what's left of them? One thing's certain, as October unfolds, EastEnders fans are in for another round of heartbreak, betrayal, and long-awaited truths.